Hi, my name is Pawan. So today I'm going to discuss about some JavaScript topics. So data types. So the first one is data types. Data types. It is divided into two types. One is primitive and non-primitive. So primitive data types are characterized into string, number, boolean, null, undefined, and symbol. And non-primitive data types are reference data types, and they are object and array. And string is a text or characters. The text or character should be in a single quotation or double quotation. So if you want to print the string, so we need to declare as a text into a string, single quotation or double quotation. So if you see here, I declared a let, and name is a variable, so I'm trying to call a name, then it prints John. See, it printing John. And if you want to print the numbers, and another data type is number, so it prints numbers and floating points like point digits 99.9 or 30. So if I try to print age and prices, it prints 30 and 99 on console. Yeah, if you see, it prints both. And boolean data type, it represents true or false. So let is active is a variable, so I'm calling active is active variable, so it prints true, printing true on console. And null, it represents intentional absence of value. It prints the null. So if you want to print the null, so we need to use null data type. So if you want to, and another data type is undefined, a variable that has been declared. If you see, the variable is declared and but not assigned to any value. So if you not assign any value to the variable, then it prints undefined. In symbol, it is a unique data type, often used an identifier for object properties. So SYM is a variable, and I assign symbol FWO, so it prints symbol of SWO. And non-primitive types are object and array. Object is a collection of keys and value pair, where key are string or a symbol, value are the any data type. It is a data type. You see, Pawan is a value, is nothing but a string, and 26 is a value, is nothing but number. So if you want to print these values, we can print these values in two ways. Either if you want to print a specific value, so we need to use object.name. We need to call object.name. Otherwise, if you want to print all the values within the object, so you need to call the object name. And array is a collection of values stored in a single variable, and values are assigned by their index number. So it's the index number starts with 0. If you see, the let is a data type, and fruits1 is a variable, and for this variable I assign multiple values. And I'm trying to call fruits array of 1. So array of 1 means 0 apple and 1 is banana, so it prints banana on the console. And variables are classified into three types, and variables are used to store data. There are three types: let, const, var. So let, it is a block scope variable, and it is limited to the block um, and const, it is also block scope, but the variable which is declared with const keyword, it cannot be reassigned. And where is function globe globally, or we can say globally scoped variable, and this is an order method of variable, and it is less commonly used now due to the scoping issues. So let us see some examples on three variables. So I declared these three variable outside the block and inside the block, and trying to access these variables. So see, I declared three variables, and the same variables I updated inside the block. So it does, let us see, does all the variables updated or not. So x is a let, so it will be update. So x value is 30, before it's 5 and I change it to 30, it will execute. And y value is 10. Y value will not print the 10, it will not update the value, because y is a constant. The constant value, once you declare the variable with const keyword, the value cannot be reassigned. So if I execute y, it prints an error message. Z will update because it is a function scope and variable can be reassigned. So if I am calling within the block and outside the block, it print all the values, because the variables are declared inside and outside the block. And next example, I declared three variables, three variables, let, const and var, within the block, and I'm trying to access these three variables. Let's see what will happen. Let me access this three variable. So it throws an error message because x1 is not defined. So x1 is defined inside the block, but I'm trying to access outside the block. And even y1 also get the same error message because it is defined inside the block. The variable is declared inside the block, but I'm trying to access outside the block. So it will not access it will throw the error message if I try to access let and const outside the block. So block scope means we can access the variables within the block or within the function or object. And object, it is a collection of keys and value pair where each key is associated with value. So to declare object, we need a data type and object name, and open and close brackets, flower brackets. Within the brackets you need to pass the keys and value pair. So if you to access these values, so we need to call the object name dot variable name. So then it prints Sean. It prints Sean. Let me run the code. Why it is not executing, or why it is throwing error message? X1 is not defined, but set it as the command. Okay, let me refresh and execute the code. Yeah, it will execute the code now. So if you see, I'm trying to call the John. So where is the John in name variable? So to call this variable, I need a object name. So we can call this variable by using object name dot name. So yeah, otherwise if you want to print all the values, so within the object you can say, can enter the object name, then it prints all the values within the object. See, it prints name John, age 30. And function, it is a block of code to perform a specific task. It can take arguments and it returns the values, and it is reusable, so we can call the function anytime. So to declare a function, we need a function keyword and the function name, and passing the argument is optional, but here I am passing the arguments parameters. So return type, return a value, so I'm returning the value hello plus name, and console.log greet. So greet, I'm calling greet method, so method is expecting a parameter, so passing the values Pawan. So it prints the name hello and it prints the Pawan. So it prints hello and Pawan. Yeah. Next, arrow function. So arrow function is a shorter syntax for writing function, and it does not need any function keyword, and we can omit return type, and this results is returned automatically. So add the function name, and I'm passing the parameters within the function, and I'm doing some logic. I'm doing some task a plus b, and I'm printing the method function, and the function expecting some parameters, so I'm passing the values. So then it prints a plus b, it means 2 plus 5, 2 plus 3 5, it prints the 5. And object literally, object literals are way to create objects using simple and clean syntax, where keys values are defined directly inside the curly braces. So if I want to access any variable, then I need to access by using object name dot variable name. And spread operator, it is used to extend arrays or objects into individual elements or new array or object. So if you see here, I'm declaring a variable and I assign 3 values, array of 3 values, and another array more number, and I'm passing the numbers, so using spread operator. So using spread operator, I'm passing numbers, so it means it's called the 3 values. So if I try to print more numbers, it prints number variable values and more number values together. And I'm taking another example. Let person is a variable or object, you can say object, and this object I'm passing keys and value pair, and I'm taking another object and I want to print this name and age in updated person. So if you want to use the previous values of variable, so you can pass that variable name using spread operator, so you can print all the values of previous variables. So if I print update person, you print all the values. Thank you so much.